What's good, everybody? We rolling, fam. Yo, how you guys doing today? Hope y'all having an incredible fucking Saturday.
Hell yeah, it's been good.
It's
It's
good.
good.
It's fucking Saturday, you know?
Hell yeah,
Likewise. I mean,
brother.
we were just saying all the podcasts, literally, like, me and crew are literally drinking right now. Literally, me and Jerazy kind of had a fun night. Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, little
Oh yeah.
cheers. You gotta raise the fucking glass, or for me, raise the Bud Light, homie. But like, no, yeah, literally, cause like the other night, me and you, Jerazy, we were just like chilling, and you know what's crazy, man? You told me that like you still, I mean, I know you just turned 21 pretty recently, but like you literally still, you said you've never experienced a hangover. Like
Not yet,
that's
no.
that's like
Good.
crazy, but also so lucky at the same time.
I think I
Because I'm
just found
like,
my limit. Like I know when to stop. Part
right,
of that.
man, that's good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Because needless to say, I mean, I don't know about you, crew, but I've had some very bad drunk experiences.
Bro, I know people that like drink for the first time and they throw up or they like get like
Oh
really
God.
like hungover. Like yeah, so like the fact that you're responsible enough to like know your limits and like handle your shit, like good
Oh,
on
that's
you.
incredible.
Yeah, the last drink that I took, you can see it on stream. I do like a little, I don't know, like it looked like a gag reflex and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
this is
you
my
were
last
Yo,
one.
you were feeling it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you very vividly during that stream. You were kind of like, "Oh, dude, I feel like I'm about to throw up," and you had your hands on your fucking gut and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Oh no!" Yo, you might want to turn the camera off for this shit, fam. Like,
No, but I was like, yeah, that's it, dude. That's it.
yeah, that would have been that would have literally been like the most insane Twitch content you've ever seen, maybe in your entire life. Like, that would have been crazy.
I don't
But
think people want to see that.
exactly. Well, there's some people out there that are fucking weirdos, so who knows? They'd be like,
I
"Yo,
don't
I
want
can't
them
wait to
here.
tune into this." But like, no, you know what's crazy? Because it's like, I, I have had some bad experiences while drinking. I've told this story a couple times. That literally, like, I've been like so drunk where it's like I was doing karaoke and I was like singing. And like it was the first time me being in front of a crowd, and I was like, I have no idea what to do in this situation. I was like, what am I gonna do, man? I'm like terrified. But I was like, well, the only way to get more confidence is just to drink more liquor, bro. I was like, this is it. Like, Brad, this is it for you. Like every day is gonna be a gift from here on out. And so I literally like I started drinking my family's drinks, and then like I start drinking like a fucking like a fish. Like I just like was chugging everything.
God
And then
damn.
literally, I think it was the bartender. If I remember right, my sister told me. I think it was the bartender who literally like saw like this kid just passed out on the floor, like this, and like my sister's like, wait, what does he look like? And it's like, well, he's kind of got a beard. He's like got a gold chain. And we're like, oh, that's Brad. And so they were like, my
Bro.
dad's like, oh no. And so like literally they just fucking grab my ass and throw me in the car and literally just like
Holy
that was it.
shit.
But um but you know what's so crazy, man? I literally got told this from my sister because like she parties like every single day. She told me that like one trick that I know, and I literally anyone who like hates hangovers but likes the feeling of being drunk. I was like, bro, if I could give you guys any type of advice, literally always if you feel like you're about to pass out, because sometimes you can't really control it. Sometimes you're kind of like, oh, I'm gonna just fall asleep regardless. But I would say if you when you feel like you're about to pass out, like your eyes are getting kind of heavy and shit like that, I would say go like take some like a leaf or like pain reliever and shit like that, and then you won't wake up with a hangover.
Oh.
I'm
Really?
telling you, it works.
That's such a. I thought you were gonna like give us like a fact about like staying awake if you're falling asleep. I thought,
No.
interesting. All right.
Huh.
And because I don't know what it is, but I guess because it's like, whenever you fall asleep, then it's like when you wake up, your head fucking hurts. You're like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You know?
I
Because
wonder.
like,
I
go
wonder
ahead.
what that. I wonder what that is though, because like what? So then like okay, if you. So then if you're that drunk where you pass out or whatever, you're like you
Yeah.
fall asleep. You're gonna wake up with a hangover then, regardless. Basically, is that what you're saying? Like,
Well, I mean, I mean, well, I'm crew. I'm sure you've experienced a hangover, right, fam? Like,
mhm,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It's not fun. So it's like, yeah, I think literally, yeah, you drink to a certain point. I think if you start when you start getting really really drunk, where you're kind of like, oh god, bro, I get like, yo, crew, help me to the car, bro. You know what I mean? Like kind of like that, if you will. I guess you would say. When you get
Yeah.
to that, then it's kind of like when you if you fall asleep during that, you're definitely gonna wake up with a hangover. At least that's how I've experienced it every single time.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I mean, I can think that the thing is though, like in my mind, like I think certain for me at least, like alcohol makes me like tired. Like even if I don't drink a lot of it,
yeah,
like
yeah,
like if I drink, I think like wine specifically, I'm gonna start to get sleepy as fuck. Like I don't know
yeah,
why it works like that. And maybe it has to do with like the blood flow or some shit. I don't know, but like, and that's what I would think too. Actually, when it comes to like when you pass out, and then if you're gonna wake up with a really bad hangover, like your body's like, all right, this is enough. Like
yeah,
you got all
exactly.
this alcohol and shit in your system. You got everything. Like it's just time to go to sleep now. Like you
Right.
need this, clock out, rest for a little bit, and get
Yeah,
this
it's
shit
like
through
after
your
drinking, your
body.
body's kind of like, yo, we could use a little sleep right now.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
alcohol is literally poison, bro. Like like you can
I mean,
like
the whole saying, pick your poison. So yeah,
your
Yep.
body is trying to filter it out. Like that's the whole like
yeah,
it it intoxicates you, like it literally
hmm
like dulls your senses and slows your motor functions and shit. Like and enough of it will kill you.
Hmm.
So like, you know, uh it is poison in a sense. So
yeah,
that's why if you do drink, I guess a lot of it, you're gonna have side effects or like, you're
yeah.
gonna be hungover as fuck because
By the
yeah.
way, absolute W content that I was chugging a Bud Light while we're talking about alcohol killing you. Go on.
Oh yeah, I took a sip of my drink too.
Hell
It
yeah.
we can be aware of it, but like
Yeah, exactly.
still
I'll drink
enjoy
some
it. It's just
water.
like yeah, there you go. Crazy's responsible, but
Hey,
like
you're spot. Yeah, you. Out of
yeah,
all of us, Drazy's the actual adult.
Yeah, cut to tonight.
yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, you just gotta like you gotta just be responsible about it. Like if
Yeah.
you feel like you're gonna pass out, sometimes I was gonna say like if you feel like you're about to pass out, sometimes it's like good to get caffeine in your system because it can
Right.
kind of like wake you up and shit. But then
Mm.
like obviously if you're really that fucked up though, where you're like,
Yeah.
I would think like blacking out. That's in my opinion. Like if you're blacking out, like you can't remember probably where you're gonna be
Yeah,
at the end
that's
of the night.
never happened to me ever. I've never blacked out. Ever.
Nice. I mean, I've
That
had that happen to me.
Oh
really? Oh
shit.
no.
Oh yeah,
Oh no.
it's happened a lot of times. Like like just like in
That's
my
normal.
days of yeah. Well, not it's not normal, but like again, I think
No,
it's
it's
different
not at all.
it's different for everybody. I'm sure. Like I'm sure some people are more in the. It's just also most likely I was just drinking a lot of alcohol back
Right.
then and didn't really or I did understand. I just didn't really care about like the repercussions or like what could happen if I drank as much as I did.
Right.
But like yeah, no, like at hopefully your intoxicated state like self will be able to like navigate and find yourself.
Exactly.
There's many times, I mean, most of the time I'll wake up in my bed and I'll just be really confused and shit. But like there are some times where I have woken up in
It's like, yo,
places.
why did I wake up with half my clothes off? What just happened?
Maybe once or twice, but like never more than two times at least. But
Oh my god.
yeah, like
Oh,
that's again like
that's
that's you,
incredible.
you have to make sure you rely on the people around you as well, when
Mhm.
you get
Yes.
like that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then again, if you're doing it in the comfort of your own home, hopefully you're not like a sleepwalker or some shit. I don't even fucking know. Like
Oh, I hope
you're
not.
Yeah. I think I've only sleepwalked once in my entire life.
no, I've never sleepwalked.
I was like I was like 12 or 13 years old,
Damn.
and I remember I was in Vegas at the time. For anyone who does not know, I grew up in Las Vegas, and I was born in Michigan. And but anyway, I remember I woke up when I was like 13, and my dad came home really late. It was like really late at night, and he was like, okay, he just woke up and wanted to like, because I had to go to school the next day. So he was just like, like wake Brad up so I can like give him a hug at night, everything like that. And I remember literally my my stepmom at the time, she like tries to like, you know how like someone tries to shake, like for me, I sleep on my side. You know how they kind of try to shake your whole body to wake you up a little bit. And so she shook me, and then like I kind of woke up with my eyes like kind of like this. You know what I mean? And so I get exactly Tracy, exactly. So I literally get out of bed, and I would just start walking like with my eyes like not even wholly open. And I just remember walking towards him, hugging him, and then just walking right back into my room and immediately going right back to like I think the dream that I was having that night or something like that. So it was pretty weird.
Interesting.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I think I've probably like had like dream or like I'm like half asleep sometimes and I'll like go to the bathroom or some shit, you know, or like something like that, like in the middle of the night. Uh, but
Yo,
like
have
I've
you guys ever
never.
had it where it's like you literally wake up and you go like say go to the bathroom or go to get like water or something and your mind is like racing really fast? That ever happened to you guys?
What do you mean? What do
Yeah,
you
what do
mean
you
by that?
mean?
Like,
Like literally I remember when I was like a kid, this would happen to me all the time. I would wake up like either yeah, go to the bathroom or go get water or just be up for some reason, and like I would just like be walking back to bed, and for some reason I would just be like thinking about so much shit so fast, my mind would just be racing so crazy, and I would be like a little like paranoid, like freaked out, like what is going on? That's never happened to any of you guys?
I mean, not normally. I think in like if I have like some shit like going on the next morning or something, like I won't really sleep too much the night before. Uh,
Right? Is that because you're
like
excited or
it's probably a mix of everything. Like it's probably excitement and nervousness or whatever. Like
right, right, right.
That
I
just sounds
for
like my
whatever fucking
everyday.
yeah, for whatever reason, I just wake up every like 2 hours like the night before, and it's so annoying because I can't get like a full like night of sleep. But
You know what's crazy? Talking about like liquor and shit like that. I've noticed, man. Like, Johnny's. I remember literally the other night, man. Like, I was tired, but I noticed that like when I drink and then I try to go to sleep, I don't sleep as long as I usually do when I'm sober. I've noticed that it kind of fucks with my sleep schedule. Does that happen to
I
you, bro?
think well, oh, actually, I think I know why that
I woke
is.
up at 9 a.m. That is weird.
When did you go to
So
sleep?
When did we go off? Like at 3 or something?
Well, I
Like,
know I got off way
oh
before you guys got
shit.
off.
I got off like at
yes, yeah,
So
you were,
3, so I slept like 6 hours.
yes, that's
so
crazy because it's like, you know, you would assume like on a day where like could sleep in, you think, and you're drunk, you think you'd be sleeping till like 2 in the afternoon or some shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
so
Sorry,
there
crew, go
is
ahead, bro.
yeah, there's an actual I believe like medical reason for that, and it's because that's the whenever you wake up after you've been drinking the night before, and even like you're talking about, it's like at a time when you don't think you're gonna be like waking up. That's most likely the time that your body has metabolized the alcohol and has passed through your system or is passing through.
Oh,
So that's why your body's like, all right, now just like you were talking about the passing out,
yeah,
and your body's like, yo, time to shut down. Now it's time to wake up. Like,
right.
We're done.
uh, yeah, like basically, which is kind of crazy if you think about that. But yeah, I'm exactly the same way though.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's crazy. I didn't know that. Holy shit, that thing's true. You really do learn something new every day. Even though I didn't
Mhm.
learn anything new yesterday, but who's keeping count? Apparently me.
Damn.
Uh, but but you know what's so crazy? Yeah, like literally, and it's crazy. Like like weed has never done that to me. I've never had that happen with weed. Like with weed, pretty much. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like it depends obviously what strain, but like I've really only smoked indica my entire life. But like literally for me, like yeah, I'll literally just like I literally saw like literally what's so funny is I saw someone tell on YouTube they were like debating what's better, sativa or indica, and they were like, oh, you instead of indica, you should call it in the couch. Cause it's like that's literally what exactly what you do is like, bro, you literally just like smoke it, you get like, probably, I mean, just for me, I probably have just a decent town. It's like one joint, and then I'm good, you know. But like literally, yeah, I'll be high, and then I'll just go sleep on the couch, and then literally, like, oh, right there, I'll just be like, yo, like let's get some popcorn, maybe order some DoorDash, and just watch a funny movie. You know, that's pretty much like that's the vibe in Indica, which I love. I mean, like, I never really. I've done it a couple times, but like either at Burning Man or wherever at a party or whatever, and I'd smoked like weed and just to like have fun. But like most of the time when I smoke,
I mean,
Oh
what do you got
shit.
right there, bro?
it says indica like right there.
Oh, does it
Yeah,
really?
but like yeah.
Is that your favorite strain, crew?
No, I have a variety actually. I have well,
That's
it's whatever
fantastic.
I'm feeling. Well, that's like sativa, but yeah, it's not
Mm.
That's
focus.
perfect.
Uh, then I
Like
have,
I actually I don't know about you, but I've never smoked a hybrid.
and then yeah, there's a hybrid right here.
Oh, that's
There
perfect.
you
There you
go.
go. Yo, crew, bro. Yo, what do you? Yo, I gotta come over to your house, man. Holy shit. I gotta come over. Yeah, you got the cocktails, you got the weed. Like, oh my gosh, bro. You're the plug for real. But
I'm a self plug, you know. I'm a plug
yes,
for myself and
exactly.
my friends, but yeah, no one else.
That's
Hell yeah.
perfect. You know, hey, I'm glad that I have entered that conversation of being in the plug stuff.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's crazy because it's like, yeah, like Drazy, I know you've never smoked weed, but like, yeah, it's so crazy because it's like, would you ever want to try it, bro?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I love that answer. Like, would you kind of say sativa brew generally is kind of like it's almost like an energy drink in a way, right? You know what I mean? Like I've
Yes.
heard people tell me they'd be like, "Oh, dude, like, oh, Brad, I'll literally like smoke sativa and I'll like go clean my whole fucking house." You know?
Yep. I'll do that shit, bro. I'll like organize and clean on sativa or like play a fucking video game on sativa.
Oh shit.
Um,
So
like
it's
well
like
that
you just feel energized. You don't really
well
feel like a
this is I'm just different though, bro. Like not
right.
like I smoke every day. Like I and that's again mainly for my like anxiety and and just like for my like nerves and stuff.
You have
Uh
really bad anxiety?
yeah, no, I
Oh
do.
shit.
Like yeah, and so like just generally like it helps me like also focus, which is really weird. But like yeah, I can be just more in tune with conversations,
Right.
free flowing. Like I don't get like caught up in my head as much when I smoke. But then again, like it's different for everybody though. Like my brother,
Right.
he used to smoke, but then he kind of got more in like his head about it, and like he's more of like I think he thinks too much. And that's again like when you're smoking weed, you're not like you're just trying to chill out and like,
Right.
just be high and just have a
I
good
think, I
time.
think that's why I love Indica so much, man. Because it's like, yo, I'm a dumbass. I don't really care about thinking. I just want to like, yo, go watch a funny movie, eat
Oh yeah.
popcorn, and then like I'm good, man.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing too is like you can that's the cool thing about weed is you don't have to be smoking it every fucking day. Like I do it because
No, 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 no,
I
no.
feel better when I do it, you know?
Right.
Like everybody is different. Like
Right. Yeah.
every once
Yes.
in a while is
Exactly.
fine, no problem. Like but yeah, as soon as you start like thinking, "Oh shit, like I can't smoke or I need to be smoking more because like I'm not smoking enough, bro." Like that's the worst mentality when it comes to like
No, you shouldn't think like that. You'd be like, yo, if you want to do it, just go ahead. If you don't want to, like, you don't have to touch
yeah,
it.
exactly.
It's like, yo, I mean, like, like people, like people's brains like my brain is like very different and with some people's brains are very different. I am not a scientist, guys. But like
Clearly.
okay, hey man, that was just mean. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I know every scientist always wears hats like this. It's been proven by scientists themselves. But but it's like what's so crazy is that yeah, like literally for me, like I think that's kind of why I'm so scared to try maybe like how you did create like acid or shrooms or just like psychedelics and shit like that,
Yeah.
because my mind, like I've never had that happen with weed. Like smoking weed and eating weed obviously are two vastly different things. But like for me, yeah, bro, I'm not gonna like, for example, like, I'm sorry, not you, Jerazy, dead ass, bro. If you decide to try weed, I beg of you, man, don't do edibles. Don't eat them first. Definitely smoke something like that. Wouldn't you say the same thing, crew?
Yeah, or if you do an edible, don't like take as little as you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
and see how you feel off of that because the thing about edibles is just it's the straight they dilute it down to an oil, so then it's just like THC oil or marijuana
Hmm.
oil, and then they coat and bake it into whatever it is. So it's
Hmm.
very hard, like you can kind of gauge like how much something has. And certainly if it's from a dispensary, it would be a lot more accurate. But like, yeah, if somebody's making that shit, you have no fucking clue like how much is in
Yeah,
it,
man.
Yeah,
like how it's
okay.
gonna affect you. Like even me, bro. Like for me, like I've had some that have put me into like a high state, and like one time I tried to go to sleep on it, and I saw like Thomas the Tank Engine and shit. Like
Oh
it was
shit.
fucking yeah. So if you do take a lot of edibles specifically, you can hallucinate on them. And
Oh
that
my
and that that
god.
is honestly probably why it is like still categorized as a federal class hallucinogen. That's technically what marijuana is
Oh yeah.
under.
Oh yeah.
Uh but like yeah, no, like just be careful, you know. Like
Fucking
everything in
Thomas, bro.
moderation.
No,
Yeah,
it's so
dude.
funny, crew, because that dude was literally that Thomas Train. That was literally my hero when I was like 5. I loved that fucking show, man. That show as a kid
I
was
don't
the
know
shit.
why, bro. My brain went there. It was like kind of like when you like not really daydreaming, but like I was like closing my eyes trying to go to sleep, and it was like an image in my brain was like forming, and it was like a train,
Right.
and then I was like, this train's getting closer. What the fuck is this train? And it was like fucking Thomas the Tank Engine's face. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
What the hell?
yeah, but
I mean,
I
I literally I've seen some crazy. I saw some crazy. Y'all ever see that show? I know you've seen it, Drazy, but crew, have you seen Total Drama Island or like
oh yeah,
those kind of? Yeah. First of all, that's one of my favorite cartoons ever, bro. I love that show.
very
But
adult
literally, I remember what.
cartoon too.
Sorry, what?
It's a very like adult like cartoon. It does a lot
Yeah,
of
bro.
like
You know
it's
what's crazy? It's like it was. I think it's the most like less kiddie adult cartoons that's actually still for kids. You know.
true. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, but
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. But excuse me. Anyway, what I was gonna say is like when I first time did edibles, and I told you as a story how I was like looking up at the top of my bunk bed. I remember like seeing like the characters. I remember seeing like Duncan like coming at me with a fucking like sledgehammer, like wanting to like annihilate me or some shit
Oh
like that.
shit.
Or like I remember literally like there's one season, and like I think it's in the 5th season, Total Drama like All Stars or something like that, and like how like that character Mike has like an evil alter ego. I remember his bitch ass was trying to come and kill me as well.
Oh, what
Like
the fuck?
it was some crazy shit, man.
Everybody's trying to kill you.
I think I also saw like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh for some weird reason, and I
Not.
think he and I think he I just I just started talking to him, and he just talked to me in his depressed voice like, how you doing, Brad? Yeah, but yeah, weed food has fucked me up to where I've had very bad experiences. So
Interesting. Duly noted
yeah,
about the edibles.
I would just say I just think smoking it is a good like more of a introduction, I would say.
Do
So
you also know how to inhale things too? Do you know what that is?
yeah, well, like literally, I was taught from my sister. Obviously, she's what I would call a drugologist, I guess you would
Mm.
say, and she was like, like whether it's a pipe or a bowl or like I personally have had a bad experience with bongs, to be honest. Like I've had like literally every time maybe I'm just a rookie at it, but like every time I literally had a bong, my chest always fucking hurts. So I'm just not a big bong guy. But anyway, no. When I smoke it, literally, I'll like smoke it, and then it's like kind of keep it in your like mouth, and maybe like try to swallow a little bit so that actually the smoke gets inside your body, and then blow it out. That's what I've
Hmm.
been.
Yeah,
You know.
because that's like when I first started smoking in general, I didn't even know what that was, and I was just intaking it into my mouth. So like I would go like this. I would like and then just blow it out, which is like
Yeah,
that
that's what
doesn't
I
do
did
any
too. But it's like you
you
never felt anything.
yeah, you don't it's just
Yeah.
you're putting it in your mouth instead of like literally going and inhaling it, like
Hmm.
sucking in, and letting it into your body. Which is like I don't know if you've ever smoked anything like that, but that is a whole other thing that you'll
Okay.
probably have to
Yeah.
adjust to.
I love
Uh,
yo, Drazy. I love that we're actually giving imparting wisdom to you, fam. This is incredible.
I'll use it at some point, probably.
why not? You
Exactly.
know, I wish someone would have told me this when I first started like smoking,
Hell yeah,
or
man.
like at least
Like
just like the idea of it, and like if when you're comfortable with it, and do it when you're in the right headspace and everything, and
right.
yeah.
Exactly. Like that, like definitely, you know, because there's people out there who literally put like the insane amount of peer pressure on you or to try it, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
bro, and it's like, dude, like if you don't want to do it, like don't fucking do it, like
Yeah.
just dead ass. Like don't be like, oh like you fucking pussy, you literally little bitch, like do this, like not like if you don't want to do it, fam, like don't don't even go near it, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
um. Like I remember, I'll tell y'all. Let me tell you guys a story. So I remember my sister. She literally. I was in eighth grade, and this is like what's kind of crazy is like back when I was smoking weed. I think it's because maybe it was still illegal. Like I got my like whole family put the reputation in that like you were a loser if you were smoking weed. At least for me, that's how at least I was raised. I guess
Yeah,
brought up. I
same.
guess you would say. Yeah,
Until
exactly,
recently.
crew. Yeah. So but anyway, no, literally she I was in eighth grade, so I was like 13, 14, something like that. So she brings me into her apartment with her boyfriend at the time, and literally her and her boyfriend are just smoking weed. And she's like, "You wanna try it?" Right? And I'm kinda at 14 years old, I'm kinda like, you know, like four. It's like that's super young. I'm like, you know. so so I'm like, no, I don't want to try it. And she starts yelling at me and getting mad at me, being like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, you don't want to smoke weed? It's like the best thing ever. Like, it just opens your mind. And she's one of those
Uh,
people. She's one of those people where like, Brad, the universe will heal you. You know, like that kind of person, if you
Yeah.
will. Um, and so I remember like she takes me back to this room in her house. It was like not really not a basement. She didn't go downstairs. It was just a separate like room in her house. And I found out she literally was her and her boyfriend were growing their own weed in their
Hmm.
apartment. And not only is weed not allowed, but unless you have a fucking like license, smoking like not only smoking it is illegal at the time, but growing it is like really fucking bad.
Oh
You
shit.
know, so she takes me to this room and I'm like at first I'm like, oh my god, like this is like, yo, hopefully the cops don't come through this bitch ass door right now, man. Holy shit. And so with that happening, we're like in the kitchen, we're just talking, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, it's my she's like, you still want to try it? Uh, uh? And I'm like, no, I'm good, fam. I just I wasn't ready. I don't want to try it. And she smacks me.
Oh.
She smacks me like
okay.
she slaps me because my 14 little self didn't want to try it. And if that's not the most insane amount of peer pressure, disrespect, like terrible thing you can do to a little brother, I mean, I don't know what the fuck is.
Yeah.
That's
No,
actually
like what the
insane.
fuck?
It's crazy, man.
I
And like,
mean, like
go ahead.
what did she ever apologize for that or anything like that? Like this yeah? Okay. At
Yes,
least
she did. She did.
okay. Well,
She
Wow.
apologized, and I forgave her. But she's like, my family is very like, I guess, stubborn. I guess you would say they're very
all
like
families are.
yeah. Well no, like she's like, it's kind of like, yo, like if you don't do it my way, then like it sucks. And like literally she'll like, put all this pressure on you to do shit. I don't know if you guys have any family members like this, but
Mm.
but no, yeah, it's crazy, yeah. Well, it's like I think what's one of the reasons why, like, me personally, excuse me, we don't get along the absolute greatest, which makes me sad. I wish we were best friends, but I think the reason why we don't get along as much is just because, like, yeah, we're just we're so different. Like, she's a little like high maintenance, and it's like, yo, unless you do like like hella like drugs and like party every day, you're not looked at as like a cool person to her. So hey, man, it is what it is, yeah. You know what I mean? So
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
it is, yeah. It blows my mind. Like, I would say, um, I would say, you know, I will, because like I think because the first time I ever like, crew, how old were you when you first like took a hit of weed?
Mm, I mean, Well, like I would smoke, but like I wouldn't really like smoke, you know? Like I think the first time I really got high was like in college, honestly, like my
Okay.
freshman year of college, I would say.
You told me you actually when you told me when you told us that acid story. By the way, that episode was lit. That was an
Hmm.
incredible, no pun intended. But that was an amazing episode. You said you were like in eighth grade, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I didn't smoke weed, but I would do other drugs before then.
That's
What the
insane.
fuck?
That's what I was talking about though, because I didn't know how to inhale.
Right.
So
Mm.
like I didn't like yeah, I just didn't know, and until later when I actually like got a vape and I could see what inhaling was like.
Right.
Yeah, like well actually I did smoke cigarettes before that, so I guess for cigarettes like yeah, that's when I kind of understood, but
Right.
yeah, no, like like yeah, that was just a fucking. I just again like I got involved with the wrong people. It was just like wrong influences. Yeah, I mean I only did like yeah shrooms and acid, and I did do coke then as well. So like
Oh my god.
yeah, like I yeah no like it was just
Wow.
like
Yo, crew, you're my brother, man. I love you. You already know that. But right there, bro. You party way too hard for me.
dude yeah no I mean and well yeah definitely it wasn't even like partying. It was just like us like experimenting and like trying things
Right.
and we had access to it. And yeah, I mean, just again, and being in the wrong environments and being around the
Right.
wrong people. Uh,
Would you ever do it again?
which like what?
Like, would you ever do coke again?
I mean, I have done it since.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I treated it like as, or like at least like like my friend group and myself. I don't even really like use it that much, but like it's just like
Right.
a like you're in the middle of the night, you're fucking like you said, you're about to pass out or some shit.
Right.
Take a bump, boom, you're ready to go. But it's not like oh shit, like family's coming over for dinner, take a line or some shit, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
When my friends are
Yo, you know, we're all sitting down for Thanksgiving dinner. Fuck carving the turkey. Let's just do a couple of lines of cocaine.
yeah, I mean, I could probably like I have friends in town that probably do that like every fucking night or like do it every weekend.
Wow.
But like I personally like I'm not like that, you know? And so it's like
Right.
I don't have access to it unless like my
Right.
friends I'm with them or like my friends are in town and like they're yeah, like I'm not looking for it and shit or yeah, like shrooms and stuff though. Definitely. I mean like acid I have done since then too. I did it I have it's been a while since I've done it though. I did it probably 4 years ago. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Do you like
Um
shrooms?
yeah, shrooms I did also probably around the same time actually. Like
Okay.
it was like my freshman year of college again. I was kind of redoing things and
Right.
trying to figure things out as well. It did that actually that acid trip did help me like just mentally and stuff.
Right.
And the shrooms were just fun. But like yeah, I mean like it's really it's a thing of like convenience, right? And it's like if
Right.
you don't have anything going on and you really want to like take that trip with yourself, you know, in a sense, like that's what these
Right.
things are good for.
Take that
Or
trip with yourself.
yeah,
Hell
like
yeah.
some
You're on a
people
trip
do
right there, fam.
they take it at festivals and stuff, which like
Hmm.
I could understand that, but like I feel like me personally, like it's like there's already a lot going on when you're taking a drug, and like
Right.
being overstimulated can be something that is can be good or bad, but like rather than risking it, you know, it's most likely better to do those things when you're in a safe and like
Right.
contained environment and you're
Yeah,
not
because
going to
like if
be.
when it goes like bad, it can be very
Oh
memorable.
yeah, and you wanna be alone, and you wanna be
Yeah.
in, like, a dark space or something, and it's like,
Exactly.
if you're at a festival, you're fucked, like
Yeah, bro. 'Cause it's like a fest because like you don't know what kind of people you're gonna get. You don't know. You could literally be sitting next to either like the cool dude who's gonna give you a nice vibe, or you could be sitting next to the fucking douchebag who's just there to literally like So anyway,
Mhm.
but um, yo, Drazy, I'm curious, man. And you said you're like totally down to try weed, which obviously like is incredible. But like is there any kind of other thing you would try, or are you up for anything, or is there something that you're kind of like, yeah, fuck no, I would never do that?
I don't know. I think weed is enough for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, hey, I feel you, bro. Like, I think honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. If I was gonna try any other thing, because obviously I've been obviously drinking and smoking weed for a couple years now, but like, if I was gonna try anything else, it would be at the most, it'd be like shrooms. Like,
Hmm.
I would at least like if I was around you guys, I would at least consider it because it's like okay, I know I vibe well. Like it seems like literally since crew you have like done this stuff, it
I
seems like
would
you would
be
know how
a
to give
good
the kind
trip
of
guide.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. You seem like you know it'd be like, okay, like I know I gotta give Brad a chill environment, or otherwise this is gonna go horrible. So
Oh
that's the
yeah.
only thing I would try. But like yeah, like others I think that's the only thing I would try. Other than that, everything else is kinda like freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, don't do these things unless you want to try them and
Right.
see how they are, you know? Like I wanted to experiment and I wanted to see how they were and I found out, you know? Like and again, like it's you are taking a risk every time you do these things too. So like I'm just
Right.
thankful that like I'm fine and like I don't have any like, you know, I know one fucking dude that took one I think he took a lot of acid first of all, but
Oh no.
like it was my I heard about this my freshman year of college and he like ended up going to like a fucking like psych ward and shit because he was
Oh
one of
my
those
Oh
people
god.
shit.
that like yeah,
Oh my god.
he's one of those people that like his brain chemistry couldn't handle it or whatever the fuck and so basically
Right.
he kind of just started to hallucinate even when well, like the drugs theoretically would have worn off, you know.
Mhm.
Um
Oh.
and I think he's fine
That is
now, but like
crazy.
for a while he had like side effects and shit. And like,
Oh
yeah,
my
it's like,
god.
dude, you gotta be fucking careful when you take this shit, you know, and
Yeah.
like know where it comes from if you can. And also, there are also drug testing kits available at like Walgreens and shit, and fucking like CVS. I don't know wherever you are, your local
Mm.
drugstore, you know.
Right, right, right.
And you can test things before you do it, so you know if it's actually, and you're not gonna get
I
arrested. You're
actually
not
never
gonna
knew
get,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
But or I'm sure you can order them off of Amazon.
Exactly. Like
It
if
has
the
been a
store doesn't
while.
have it, Amazon does. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a while since I've fucking, you know, tested my drugs, but that's
Right.
always something I would do, because that's, you know, that's most likely the safest thing you're gonna do. The one thing I did it the one time I didn't actually, and I think I got fucked, and I like probably most likely okay, it is a it is kind of a long story, but not really.
No,
Like
yeah, bro, we're here for the like we've been talking about fucking
I guess
liquor and drugs
I'll
for a long
I'll
time.
give you
Let's
I mean,
get it,
I'll
bro.
just give you all my drug history then. I mean, this is like the extent of it. This is like the last of it now.
Okay.
Like you know mostly everything. Like I haven't like
We know
done anything.
everything.
Yeah. I mean,
Pretty much.
but
Exactly.
I've done Molly and stuff before.
Oh no way! How was
Yeah.
Molly?
What is
Oh,
that?
so fucking fun. Such a great drug. Dude, honest to God, bro. Like when you actually get Molly, bro, it is. And that's the thing about it is it's so fun. Like it is such a great
Really?
like dude, like if I could take it and not have the side effects or like the like you get a like a pretty bad like state of depression after or like you're just like completely basically cuz like the way that Molly works is it like raises your dopamine levels like highly
Okay.
and like
Okay.
so you're just
Oh.
constantly everything you fucking do is amazing. You could fucking talk to somebody.
Wow.
You could fist bump somebody, and as soon as you fist bump them, you're like, "Fuck, bro, that was yeah."
Oh.
Like you're just ready to
Oh,
just. Uh oh.
Yeah, you're
oh.
you're good now. You lagged a little
Am I
bit.
good
Okay,
now?
good
Yeah, your
now.
All right.
Yeah,
dopamine was way
yeah,
too high for the
yeah.
internet.
Anyone, we're sorry that we just took you out of that
Oh
story, bro. Because
shit.
I was like, you were telling us, I was like in that moment, man. Damn. But okay, continue. Yeah,
No,
go
no, okay.
ahead.
But yeah, you're ready to fist bump somebody. You're ready to like anything, bro. Like music
Right.
sounds amazing. It kind of feels amazing. Like that's just like how it works. Um, but yeah, one time we it was like probably 4 years ago, maybe 3 now. Lollapalooza one year, and we had gotten Molly. I had taken it for 2 days, and
Like
on
straight.
Yeah, well, I only it's like one per day or whatever, you know. I take one,
Okay,
and
okay,
then
okay.
it makes you last. It
Hey,
lasts a
does it
pretty good
last a long
time.
time?
Yeah, it lasts like 5 to like 6 hours.
Oh, that's because
So,
like to me that doesn't seem like that much. Because I know people say that acid lasts like 12
oh
fucking
yeah,
hours.
well yeah, that's because it's acid and food.
Yeah.
But but yeah, like it is yeah, it's a fun time. But yeah, on the third day though, we didn't have any more Molly, and we fucking saw this kid on the fucking train that we used to go to school with,
Okay.
and my friend I'll call him fuck. I'll call him Miles. My friend
Okay.
Miles.
Yo, Miles.
Yeah,
Shout out to Miles,
All
ladies
right,
and
all right.
gentlemen.
he knows this kid or whatever, and he's like, okay, I'll go talk to him or whatever.
Right.
'Cause I know he basically got kicked out of school for fucking selling drugs and shit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we knew that he would have bound to have drugs on him because we're
Right.
literally on the train going into Lollapalooza. And he's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, I got some Molly. Like, yeah, here, sure. And we buy it from him. I think it was like 35 per capsule. So I bought one, and it wasn't
Okay.
like I was like, okay, sure, I'll take this. We would do it where we would take it at like 5 p.m. and then it would like kind of so that it would last throughout the rest of the night, and because of the festival ends at like 11.
Okay.
Okay.
And so yeah, prior to that, just drinking and all that shit. And so then I take it, and an hour. It usually kicks in after like 45 minutes, and like it kicks in, and I'm like,
Does it kick in like really hard?
no, but like
Oh, okay,
it
okay,
kicks. So this is the thing though. It kicks in, and I'm like, this is a little different. This is a little strange.
Right.
Like I was like, why am I like feeling like this? Like I don't. This is not the same feeling like I felt
Oh
like
no.
before.
Like,
And
wait,
and
things
then
feel so much better now.
and then the music starts, and I think it was Flume that we were seeing, who's like an EDM guy.
Okay, I never heard of him, but okay.
Yeah. But we were seeing him, and I was like, and I think the show was just terrible. I heard it
Damn.
like after it was just like one of the worst shows that he's ever fucking done.
Oh,
Uh,
yo, Flume.
so that was really that was
Flume. That show was ass, fam.
yeah, and so that probably wasn't like helping things, but like
Right.
halfway through the show, I'm just getting super wired and like antsy, and like I can't like sit still, and that's just like it's not the same way as like normal ecstasy where you can like just kind of chill, and like yeah, you want to dance, but it's not like you kind of feel like antsy and like you need to and shit.
Right.
And basically bottom line is I think I took meth or something like I don't even
What?
fucking know.
What
I don't know
the
what it
fuck?
was. Yeah, but bro, that's another reason. If you get your shit, know where it's coming from, and then test it because, yeah, you don't fucking maybe take meth. I don't even know what it was, but like,
Whoa,
yeah, like
bro.
it was not ecstasy
Jesus
or Molly or
Christ.
whatever.
That's
It
crazy.
was
What the hell?
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie,
So
but bro, I literally saw this fucking that just reminds me. I saw this hilarious fucking video I just recently. I got like, cause you know YouTube gives you like, oh, this is recommended for your bitch ass. You know what I mean? Like, and like, sorry, the reason why I'm like, I mean, I'm always in a good mood, but the reason why I'm smiling way more now, is because like, I'm gonna be honest, man, I fucking love drug stories. Like all that kind of shit is like incredible. Like drug stories are some of the most fun shit ever. You know? So it's like literally no, but anyway, I saw this video and it's called. Have you guys ever heard of it? It's called the roast of weed.
no.
Mm-mm.
I think it's got like 20 million views. It's a pretty big. It came out like 10 years ago or something, and basically it's like literally all the animated characters in it. They're all roasting like weed, but the character weed is like a joint, and then like the alcohol is a beer bottle, and it's like literally all the characters are like different types of drugs. And I remember literally the beer bottle was like, hey, meth's here. You know what the cool thing about meth is? You can make it anywhere except in a good neighborhood with good schools.
Oh my god.
And then literally like and like hey let's not be too hard on meth. He's the only drug here who's aged 5 years since we literally cut away from him. And you go back and like like it looks like terrible, like literally, and that's pretty much the exact look of like anyone who does meth at all. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No, that's
yeah,
true.
that's like it's like for like like for most things, like I'm glad people are realizing like like the dispensaries and shit like that. It's awesome that people are realizing that the war on like weed is like was like 100% bullshit. But what I will say is like the rest of the war on drugs, like a war on like meth and heroin, that should definitely stay as don't allow that shit. You know what I mean? Because like that's shit that actually like ruins your fucking life. So
Funny enough, I think might be Switzerland or Belgium. I'm not entirely sure. I think they
yeah.
actually have like places where you can go and shoot up heroin and like be
What?
monitored and like yeah, and the government like pays for it. Like it's not
What?
taxes.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
No
Well,
way
because
that's real.
so no, I mean here I can look it up and
That
confirm
is
where.
yeah, look that ladies and gentlemen, he's got to look that up, man, cuz like
What
excuse me.
the
There's
fuck?
no I don't know if I believe that. No way. You could just
Hmm.
go and and just do heroin for no
Yeah, and
reason at all.
um
That's
hold
if
on.
that's really true, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually insane.
Let me see. Um,
It's like, bro, you know what's funny about that video? They actually did heroin too. Like, heroin gets on stage. He's like, "Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, heroin." And like one of the people are like, "When did you get out of jail?"
Damn.
Barcelona, so it's Spain. They
Spain
have over 700 daily visits. Yeah,
You
daily.
can
from their
actually go to this place in
nine.
Spain
They
and
have
just shoot up heroin.
nine drug consumption sites. This is just one
Oh
of
my,
them.
oh my fucking god, that's
Yeah.
actually insane.
What the hell?
Wow.
Lisbon has one. Yeah, that's another place in Spain. So maybe it's in Spain specifically. Portugal. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just smaller countries that can afford it, basically, or that they have a better government that can facilitate drug use
Right.
safely.
I mean, hey, bro, anything with heroin is not really deemed as safe, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, it's
that's
if you're
crazy.
addicted and shit, and it's like
Mm,
they're trying
All
to
right,
kind of wean you off of it,
all right.
and it's like they can provide it for you at a safe environment with clean shit that you're not gonna fucking die from other things
Right.
besides the heroin alone.
Like what's it called? Like we were just talking about this off air crew, but like it's so crazy, fam, that it's like we are talking because I just told you I just recently saw Uncut Gems, and you're right, man. That movie literally shows. But if you guys have not gone and watched that, definitely go see Uncut Gems, man. It's not the Adam Sandler comedy kind of funny movie.
Not at
It's
all.
definitely like a very serious like this could like because it really shows how addiction can really just completely fuck up your life. You know, like not saying like like we've been talking about literally like fucking drugs and liquor for the whole fucking episode, but like, and obviously you can be addicted to all that shit, but just like don't let it like completely lead your life. Like you don't ever like you should never be like impaired by it,
yeah.
So that's one thing I would say. Um, but no, yeah, that movie was insane, bro. It was definitely. I mean, Adam Sandler's not like I said is not like I said before we got on the podcast. Like he's definitely one of the most goated actors, at least in my opinion. Like I would put him. I would put him definitely like one of the top like 20 to 30 actors maybe ever. So because like he's been in so much shit and like literally like it's so funny. I saw an Instagram picture of him the other day, and like literally it shows him like because his net worth is like $500 million, like
Oh
and
damn.
like literally I saw
Damn.
exactly I saw a picture of him. Literally it was like he's just walking down the street like wearing a pair of Nikes and like a fucking black hoodie just eating Cheetos, and I'm like, that is fucking Adam Sandler, bro. That is fucking he literally it's you can just tell he doesn't give a fuck about like fame and money, bro. He just loves acting. He just loves movies, you know.
True.
Which is like really awesome to see.
Yeah. No. I mean, he is a legend.
Definitely. All right, well, shit, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna end that right there, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, man, definitely go drop us that 5-star rating on Spotify and hit that notification bell and smash that like button, and subscribe button, man, if you're on YouTube. And we will see you guys in the next one, baby.
Boop.
Oh, boop. Hell yeah, that was a W episode. I didn't.